All right, folks, so we just created a new link. We were able to reconnect back to YouTube, so we got a new link here for our game. So Kingston controls that puck in the neutral zone. Coulter moves her player out of the way, but Kingston's going to bring that puck in, and they're going to make it 5-0. I put up a new link. I put up a new link. Clarington comes out of the corner with the puck. Kingston's going to bring that down the length of the ice. Kingston just drives around the outside and gets a shot in on net. Clarington brings that up to the blue line. They chip it off the far boards. right, folks, we're back here now for the third period. Looks like we got a good connection again. So the third period, it's going to be a different link. So thanks for those that were able to switch over and connect. So for an update, it is currently 5-0 for Kingston over the Clarington Flames as we get set to start the third period. Face-off won by Kingston. They'll pull it back to the defense. Mishandled, so that puck's on the near side. Clarington will dump that down into the zone. Okapek going back, giving chase. She plays it up the far boards. Ridding picks that up. She gets checked along the far boards. She's going to keep digging and keep pushing that puck down into the zone. Kingston grabs that puck. They try to play it out. Lee pinches down the boards, but that puck's going to get shot down the length of the ice. Okapek goes back to give it chase. She plays it up the near side for Preston. She misses that puck and it goes all the way back to Kingston. To the neutral zone. Trickling puck, that's just steered aside by Victoria. Kingston tries to play that puck out front. Lee gets a stick on it, so she breaks up that play, but now there's a shot from the high slot. Kingston on the far side. They were looking for the far D. That play's broken up. Okapek plays it out to the center. That puck's turned over to Kingston. Kingston gets it in, and Okapek gets a stick on it. Kingston dumps that puck down into the corner. Okapek plays it up the near side for Luxton. Luxton gets the puck up to the line, but not out. Lee on the far side. She'll play that up the boards for DeYoung. DeYoung chips that up to the neutral zone for Luxton. Luxton gains the Kingston zone and turns that puck over, and Kingston's going to bring that back down. Puck on the near boards. Back for Coulter. Coulter plays it up the near side for Luxton. Luxton was looking for DeYoung. Turns that puck over to Kingston. Kingston brings that puck in. Coulter with it. She brings it up the near boards. She's just going to carry that up the middle. That play's going to be called offside. Coulter taking exception to the Kingston player holding her, just rode her into the boards, and Kingston brings that puck in offside. Face-off won by Clarington. Clarington chips it up the near boards. Gives it back to Kingston, and Kingston's going to bring that deep. Strand on the far side. She gets that puck taken off her stick, and puck comes all the way around behind the Clarington goalie. Wood battles in the corner with it, trying to get it up to Basato. Beethan jumps down to give support. They get that puck up to Basato. And doesn't get out of the zone. Beethan now, she chips it on the boards and not out. Kingston again sealing off those boards. They know that Clarington just tries to chip it off the boards. So I'm sure their coach told them, just seal off those boards and they won't be able to get it out. Puck goes around the far side. Strand with it. She gets that puck taken off her stick. Back to the point. Beethan blocks that shot. Kingston shoots that over the net. Victoria gets a glove on it. Pass out front. That circles right through the slot. Strand gets it on the far boards, and she chips that off the far boards and down. Icing waved off. Busato's going to give chase behind the net. Patfield cuts off that pass and forces Kingston to circle back. So now Kingston just dumps that down the length of the ice. And that's going to be blown down for icing. Faceoff's going to come all the way down to the Kingston zone. Faceoff won by Kingston. Controlled behind their net. Ridding gets it. She's looking for somebody to be open. She dishes it back to the defense. Defense put a shot in on net, and that shot's blocked. Ridding in the corner. She digs it out. She looks out front for Patfield, but Kingston player breaks that play up. Kingston's going to start bringing that puck down the ice. They get it deep into the corner. Weak shot on net. That's steered aside by Victoria. Okapek just dumps it out of the zone. Kingston goes back with it. Plays it up the far side. Kingston gets around the defense. And Victoria's going to hang on, force the face-off. Coulter with the shot from the point. Kingston goalie steers that aside. And that'll be blown down for the hand pass. 9:44 left to go here in the third period, folks. Clarington trailing Kingston by a score of 5-0. Face off one by Clarington, back to the point. Okapek pinches, and that's going to allow Kingston to bring that puck down. Good hustle by Okapek to get back. Checks the player in the inboards. Kingston still controlling that puck. Puck chipped off the boards by Luxton, but not out. There's a pass to DeYoung. She gets to the Clarington zone. She's checked by two Kingston players. Puck back to the line. Wood looking for Coulter, but she dumps that puck into the far corner. Luxton with a nice move. And that puck is just poked off her stick. Puck shot on net. And that puck's going to come out of the zone. Coulter comes back for it. She looks for Wood. Wood mishandles the puck. She's going to play that up for Coulter. Coulter up to Basato. Basato grabs that puck and she's going to chip it over for Beethan. Beethan's got the high slot. She chips that over for Strand, and that goes just wide of her stick. Strand puts it out front of the slot. That sails through. Coulter's going to get in and chip that puck into the corner. Puck comes back to the point for Coulter. Coulter slaps that puck down into the corner. Kingston now is going to put it up high off the glass and out. A little bit better pressure there by Clarington on that shift, and that forces Kingston to just dump that puck down the length of the ice. .7:51 to go in the third period. Face-off won by Clarington. Pulled back by the Kingston defense. Picked off by Okapek. Okapek brings that into the zone and chips it in. Kingston goes around the far side. Ahead for the winger. The winger chips it past Lee. Preston gets it back to Okapek. Okapek ahead to Ridding. Ridding brings that puck down to the corner. She loses it to Kingston. Kingston gets it up to the winger. Okapek pinches again, and that Kingston player gets it around her. So now 2-on-1 coming the other way. Lee falls down. Lee with it on the near board. She chips that up for Preston, and that gets just past the Kingston defense. Kingston, D to D in the neutral zone. They get ahead for the winger. Okapek pinches. She gets puck knocked off her stick. So Kingston's going to regroup and bring it back the other way. They chip it down the length of the ice. Okapek's going to give chase. Puck along the near side. Coulter breaks up the play. She tries to get ahead to Rowan, but it hits her skate. And Kingston now, they'll turn that back over. Shot on net. That sails just wide. Coulter with it. She looks far side. That's picked off by Kingston. Luxton has that taken off her stick as she gained the Kingston zone. And Kingston's going to bring that out. They're going to start back the other way. Kingston gains the Clarington zone. Okapek, she pokes that off the stick of the Kingston player. Ties her player up. So Beethan comes in, gives support, tries to play that up for Busato, just hops over her stick. Okapek plays that up the near boards, gets it out, down the length of the ice. And icing will be called on the play. 5 minutes to go here in the third period, 5-0 hockey game. Kingston, cross-ice pass. They get it into the high slot. Shot on net. Puck comes open, and Kingston's going to score again over the shoulder of Victoria Lejoy. So Kingston takes a 6-0 commanding lead here with 4:45 left to go in the third period. Face-off won by Kingston. Coulter on the near boards with it. She gets it up for Preston. Preston gives it back to Kingston. And Coulter chips that down the length of the ice, and that'll be blown down for icing. Face-off comes down the length of the ice, just to the right of the Clarington goalie. Face-off won by Kingston. Down into the corner. Kingston takes it around the net. Coulter ties up her player. She's able to get that puck off her stick. Gets it up for Ridding on the near board, on the far board, sorry. And Ridding still digging with it. She gets it through the feet of the Kingston player. She'll bring it into the zone. That puck just trickles through the crease. And Kingston will start bringing it the other way. Preston gets it at the high slot area, so she dumps that back into Kingston's zone. Kingston slaps it out to the line. And that's going to be blown down on the outside. Faced-off won by Kingston all the way down into their own zone. They're set up behind the net. Rowan gives chase out one side, so Kingston comes out the other side of the net. They get it to the line, but not out. And now Kingston moves that puck ahead. Lee does a nice job, breaks up that play. She gets it ahead for Rowan. Rowan puts it far side for Luxton. Luxton dumps that into the far corner. Kingston puts it up the far boards and gets it out. Delayed offside here for Clarington. As one of the Clarington players was still stuck, tied up with another player deep in the zone. Kingston gets it on the far side. They're going to bring that in the zone. Shot, and that's going to be handled by Victoria. 2:48 left to go in the third period. 6-0 hockey game. Puck played on the near boards. Okapek takes it around behind the net for Lee. Lee plays that up to the wing. Strand moves it ahead for Busato. Busato, and that's going to be blown down on the offside. Ethan dumps that puck down into the Kingston zone, and that's handled by the Kingston goaltender. Faced off one by Kingston. They bring it around behind their net. They go back out the other side on the far boards. Kingston up to the wing. They try to chip it off. Center's there to pick it up, and they'll bring it down the length of the ice. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Pass across. That play's broken up by Clarington. Hatfield with it at neutral zone. She chips that ahead. It's back for Okapek. She's going to take it herself. She's going to gain the Kingston zone. She drives deep, circles back, gets it back for Preston. Preston cycles back. She gets that for Ridding. Ridding puts it back to Okapek on the point. Puts it down deep into the corner for Ridding. Ridding steps out of the corner. She puts that through the crease. Lee gets that puck on the far boards. Kingston's going to grab that puck and just dump it down the length of the ice. Kingston again dumps that puck down the length of the ice, and they'll be called on the icing. Kingston looking to just keep that puck out of their zone and not give Clarington a chance here to break the goaltender shutout. With 51 seconds left to go. Face-off controlled by Kingston. Lee pinches down. Luxton puts it on the far boards. Kingston's now going to bring it out the near side. Kingston with it behind their net. They cycle back. Again, they look to just clear it out. That gets to Luxton. Luxton takes a shot on net, and that's going to bounce off the Kingston player and go just wide. 22 seconds left to go. Kingston looking to just dump it out. Luxton breaks up the play. She's got it in the high slot. She takes that shot. That's steered aside by the Kingston goaltender. Kingston's now going to go high off the glass. Okapek gets it on the point. 6 seconds to go. Scramble in front, and that's held on by the Kingston goaltender. 2.7 seconds left. And Not sure why they let the last 3 seconds run out, but I guess we're up against curfew. And that'll do it, folks. All right, folks, that'll do it for today's game.